up, everybody? I'm driving down to Destin, Florida. Got the jet skis in tow, but I'm going to be giving you a review on my 2017 Chevy Silverado. It's got the 5.3 V8, and that's what I'm driving right now. I've got it loaded down, jet skis and some other stuff. It's kind of a light load for this, but it tows it like it's nothing. So yeah, I'll give you a review on it, tell you the things that have gone wrong with it, and what I like and don't like about it. Right now we're driving down I-65, day before Thanksgiving, so there's tons of traffic. Everybody's headed to their families for Thanksgiving dinner, or headed to the beach for a vacation. But yeah, that's where I'm going. Meeting my mom and some family down here at the beach in Destin, Florida. Hopefully go out to Crab Island with the jet skis if it's warm enough. The water temperature is really warm. It's like 72 degrees. So I'm excited. It's going to be an awesome time. Some time in the sun. Good Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be a good time. But anyway, this is my 2017 Chevy Silverado review. I'm in the Conecuh National Forest right now, but I'll tell you a little bit about my truck. I just turned over to 40,000 or 140,000 miles, and I bought it at about 102,000 miles on it. So I bought it used. I've had it about a little more than 3 years, and the only real problems I've had with it is like right after I got it, I had to replace the radiator. It had a small leak. I was driving up to Nashville, and on the way back it started leaking on me. So it wasn't a real bad leak, but I just changed it out because I was about to take it on a road trip out to Nevada, Reno, Nevada. So I changed the radiator out. It's pretty easy fix. Radiator is pretty easy to change on these trucks, but I had to do that to it, and that's really about all I've done to this truck. It does have a 7-inch rough country lift kit on it. It's got 35-inch tires, and I put a camper top on it, and I put the rails, or the step bars on it. It's rough country step bars, and that's really all I've done to it so far, and it's been a really good truck. I've enjoyed it. It does have this message that comes on the dash that says the steering is restricted, or something like that. I'll show you the code in another clip, but other than those two things, I really haven't had a problem with it, and the steering seems fine. I haven't noticed any difference in the steering yet. It tows great. It's got tons of power. Like, I've got 35-inch tires on it, and it still spins the tires like it's nothing. You can, it revs really high, so it's got a lot of torque. So yeah, I've enjoyed this truck. I've taken it out to Reno, Nevada, taken it up in the snow, driven it through the desert. I'll try to put some of those clips in here on it too, on this video, and maybe get some video of me putting in my jet skis at in the ocean today or tomorrow. But yeah, I'll tell you more about this truck here in a little while. I'm gonna try to find a place to turn around here and get some outside shots for you. But this is my Chevy Silverado. It has a rough country 7-inch lift, 35-inch tires, and I put the camper top on it and the step bars. I'm hauling my 2 jet skis today with it. I've got fuel wheels, 20-inch wheels. So I don't know if you can see them that well, but they do have the LEDs and the HEDs or HIDs headlights. It's kind of a swoop LED, which I think looks really good. It's one of my favorite headlight designs for the Chevy truck. So the inside, you have the 4-wheel drive switch right here. Has auto, has 4 high, 4 low, works really well. Headlight switch, fog lamps. It's also got your trailer brakes up here, which is handy if you're hauling a camper or anything with trailer brakes. Speedometer, cluster is pretty nice. It's got a radio with a 7-inch screen. So continuing my review of the Chevy Silverado, one thing I like about this truck is that I've taken it off-road over some really big rocks, and in Sedona, Arizona, and some other places. And with the 7-inch lift, has a lot of ground clearance. And basically, whatever I drove over the top of, it didn't scrape or touch anything. So it's got more than enough ground clearance with those 35-inch tires and the 7-inch rough country lift to basically go over anything. You don't even have to worry about where your wheels are. It doesn't touch anything. So that was nice. So I really like that part of this truck, and for the most part it drives just like a stock truck, maybe even better in my opinion. The knobby tires do create a little bit of noise on the road and on the interstate situations. You have to be sure to rotate them quite often because, as you see, they're kind of mud tires and they're knobby, and sometimes they'll wear on the edges and start making some even louder noises. But they're really not that loud. And they're very aggressive for mud or snow. I probably don't do the best in snow. I took them in the snow up in California, and they did alright, but definitely not snow tires. I really like the look of the grille on this truck, and I love the LEDs, the headlights. The bumper I like, it's chrome. I like the chrome, but I'd probably prefer it to be a painted bumper. I think the Z71 comes with a painted bumper to match the body of the truck. I think that looks a little better, but I do like the chrome. It's probably more durable too, because it's just solid metal instead of plastic. But I really like the look of this grille. I like the look of the headlights on this model year. So the bed is a pretty short bed because it's a crew cab. I believe it's 5.5 feet long, but it's very wide. I've fit a queen size mattress laying flat in here with my cargo camper top on it, so a queen size bed will fit in the back of this thing. It won't lay all the way flat on the floor, but it will fit in there, and I can even close this and just drive it like that. So it's a good bit of room. It's a very wide bed, which is nice. Another thing I like about this tailgate is it's got the slow release, so you can just let it go and it opens like that. And if you didn't see that, So you just let it go. Okay, that didn't sound as good as it usually does, but so if it's always shut and you let it open, it slowly opens, it doesn't just slam. So that's really nice. So you don't have to let it down with your own strength. It's also got a backup camera that's really handy for hooking up trailers, backing up to a trailer. You just back it up there and you can see exactly where your trailer hitch is, and you don't really need a spotter or somebody to help you. This one does come with a sliding rear window, and it's power window. I never really use it much, but you can definitely open this window. And it's a switch up there on the ceiling, right up there. So I like it. Another thing I like about this year model, and of course a lot of the newer ones is like this, but there's no gas cap, so this thing seals up with the little flap, so you never have to worry about losing the gas cap or taking it off. You just open the door, stick your fuel nozzle in, and you're good to go. So fuel mileage on this thing is pretty bad, I guess you'd say. I get 13 miles a gallon when I'm unloaded, and probably get like 11 when I'm hauling or towing. So the big tires and the lift definitely don't help matters. Ever since I've got it, it's had the lift and the big tires on it. So I don't know what this truck would get if it was completely stock. But as it sits, it gets about 13. If you're lucky, it'll get 14 miles a gallon, and sometimes it'll get even less. So you have to worry about that if you want a fuel saver. This is not the truck to get, but I guess it does better than maybe the Hummer H2. So might be better in that sense, but that's what you have to pay to feed the beast. And the fuel range on this, I have the smaller fuel tank, and the smaller fuel tank only goes probably 300 miles at the most. So you have to fill up this thing a lot if you're driving a long trip. So there's a downside to that. It does have 4-wheel disc brakes. One problem I've had with this truck is when you're driving down the interstate or at interstate speeds and you let off the gas and then you put the gas back on slightly. It's happened to me only 3 times, but it shifts down, like a downshift, super hard. It's done it like 3 times, and it almost feels like you're hitting something in the road. It shifts so hard. And I'm not sure if this is a transmission problem or my transmission going out, but it's very rare that it happens, but it does. It has happened a couple of times. And my truck has 140,000 miles on it now, so it could be something with the transmission going out on me. I'm not sure exactly what. I'm not a real transmission expert or anything. Mostly I just replace the transmission if it goes out on me. I don't have any experience really rebuilding a transmission. So I'm not sure what it is that's going on, but it downshifts super hard. And I think that's probably a common issue for these trucks, but I'm not really certain about that. But anyway, it's kind of a big issue. If it gets worse, it's definitely gonna be bad, but right now it's only done it a couple of times and I can live with it. It drives perfect the rest of the time, so I'm not worried about it yet. And if it does go out, I'll just throw a transmission in it, but hopefully that doesn't happen. So this light right here, well, the steering assist is reduced. Drive with care. I'm getting that message. I got it recently after I was hauling a trailer, travel trailer, and I did some really tight maneuvers, kind of off-road to park it in the spot that I wanted to. So I think something happened at that point. Maybe the steering assist got a little too hot. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to diagnose that, but so far it doesn't seem to drive any different, so I'm not sure what it's about, but I'm gonna have to dig into it and figure out what's going on with that. But that's the message I'm getting, and that is with 138,000 miles on it. So in conclusion, this truck has been a great truck for me. I've had a lot of good times in it. I've been on a lot of fun trips, hauled a lot of things with it, and hopefully this review was helpful for you guys. If it was, give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to talk to you. Leave a comment down below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks, bye. Sometimes there's just a place so beautiful you have to stop. This place is one of those places. I just left Park City and I'm headed to Odessa, but it's gonna be a long drive tonight to the mountains. I think I have to go through Moab, but I had to stop and see this place. Look at it. Oh my God. So beautiful. Time to get going.